Hey guys, it's Future Timmy here, and today we're going to be going over all the codes that are currently within the game. There's a bunch of Shindo Life codes that are going to be coming out very soon because the update is dropping. Unfortunately, though, I don't think the update's going to be dropping this weekend. I think they're probably going to wait till next weekend, and the reason why I say that is because there's no countdown on the game. Normally, there would be a countdown on the game, which means there's going to be like a whole new update dropping, but it seems like Rell's taking a bit, and I want to talk about that later, and I also might do some spinning for a new bloodline. But we got a lot of stuff to talk about in this code video. But first, I just want to get the codes that are actually in the game out of the way, because that's what you came here for. So what you want to do is hit the up arrow, go to edit, and then you put in a code here, right? Now, as always, make sure you don't go over 500 spins unless you have the Bloodline Storage Game Pass. Make sure you don't go over the Rell coin amount, which is I think 2 to 300k, unless you have the Game Pass. And also, I always put in a period here before the code, but just ignore this period. It's only there so it doesn't auto-enter. This is the only working code that is currently out in Shindo Life right now, and that is very depressing to say. It's only one code, and it's not even that big. It's very unfortunate, but this is what we're working with right here. I'm just being dead honest. I wish I could give you guys more codes. Blame Ro Games. They didn't really give a whole lot recently, and I think the reason why is because they're just like really busy, and I don't know, they've been doing a lot of weird stuff with Shindo lately. But as you can see, it does currently still work, and that's all the working codes that are currently in the game. It's pretty sad because that's literally it, you know? That's the only working code currently out right now. And that leads me to my next discussion. Number one, I want to go ahead and let you guys know, if you haven't seen my new Dragon Ball video, you should go watch it. It's about an hour long, but it's super heavily edited. I had to pay someone to do the thumbnail. I literally put my full effort into it. And it's actually doing pretty good. It's getting faster and faster in how it's getting out there on YouTube. It had a kind of slow start. But now that it's kind of gotten out there, people are watching it more, and people seem to be loving it. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to do some more, especially if it keeps going up like this. But if you haven't watched that, I highly recommend you go watch it because it's super good. I spent a lot of time on it, and my next one's probably going to be a Naruto-based one. So if you want to see me do a Naruto 100 Days video on Minecraft, you should watch, because me and Bacon did one like years ago, and it was really good. The only issue was it was kind of low quality, and I can do a lot better now. It's not like it was bad or anything, but it could be better. And that's the whole point, is that I want to do a 100 days video that's better this time. And it's probably going to be Naruto, but it'll actually be like me knowing the mod more and stuff like that. Now, what I will say is, with Shindo Life, a lot of you guys are thinking like, I've got this question so many times lately. Timmy, are you quitting Shindo Life? Well, that's actually not as simple as you would think. Because you're probably thinking, alright, so channel's not doing so hot, Roblox, Shindo's just not doing so hot, it's getting kind of rough, so what are you going to do? You leaving? You becoming a Minecraft YouTuber? Are you going to still stay on Roblox? What are you doing? To be entirely honest, I'm not completely sure. But what I'm thinking of doing is trying to do mostly Minecraft and then like doing a little bit of Roblox per month. And seeing what happens. Unless Shindo Life can make a huge comeback, which it doesn't seem like it is. I'm not saying I'm quitting Shindo Life. I'll still do some Shindo Life content here or there. But it's going to be like major videos. Big stuff. So like when you see me put up a Shindo Life video, it's going to be like top quality. And it's going to be like every like week or two. You know, it'll be like something kind of not too consistent. But it's going to be like super high quality, so it makes it worth it. It's like the best ideas that I can come up with only. And then on top of that, I'd be doing like 100-day Minecraft videos, and then I might do some King Legacy still. We'll see. Now, if you want to see more Roblox content, and you're a big fan of Dragon Ball, or any of these little or small games on Roblox, I recommend you go check out my side channel, Fusion Saiyan. Because on Fusion Saiyan, I actually have a lot of cool content that's coming out over there, and I plan to be doing daily videos on there. It's going to be like a complete Roblox channel, and it's going to be very consistent. Where this one's going to slowly turn into more bigger projects. And I'm really hoping to become more of a Minecraft anime YouTuber. But I still want to do a little bit of Roblox here, obviously, because it is our roots. But I'm trying to grow. And you're probably thinking, okay, why would you leave Shindo? You've had such a good journey on Shindo so far. You're right, and I really do not want to go. But unfortunately, the game's just dying out so much that I'm going to have to. There's literally just, everybody's getting bored of it. Heck, you might be watching this video right now, and you might even be getting bored of Shindo. Most players seem to be pretty fed up with Shindo right now. Only a few players actually would say that they're enjoying it and wanting to play, and it's normally the newer ones, because it is fun when you're first starting out. But if you're like a complete, like through the game player, there's really not a whole lot to do. Rell's updates have been getting worse and worse in my opinion. They're just not that fun. There's nothing to really look forward to. Oh yay, another bloodline that barely changes anything. They're just not changing the core gameplay, so there's nothing to really do. I've said this ever since the game came out, that I really wish they would change the core gameplay a little bit, add some more stuff for us to do, but they haven't done that. Like, raid bosses would be really cool. If they had like some things that we could like gain from that makes us different from other players, I would love it. I also feel like they kind of lost their sense of what the game's supposed to be. It started off as a Naruto-based game, and it was going to be like pretty much complete Naruto. Then they got copyright striked by Viz Media, and it's like they had like a big ego attack. Like they attacked their ego. So after that, it's like they just completely stopped trying to. They literally just said they're not a Naruto game at all. They're like a multi-anime game, not even just anime, but like just anything they want. And I guess that's true now. But I don't think it actually benefited the game. I think it made it a lot worse, because when people join Shindo, it's not because of Rell games themselves. They joined it because it was a Naruto game. That's just the truth. Like, I joined this game because I thought it was a cool Naruto game. I like Naruto. I'm not saying that having these other things is a bad deal, but it's like when you won't even acknowledge that your game is mainly based off Naruto, you're not even going to make that much of a good Naruto game. It probably is the best Naruto game on Roblox right now, but that's just because there's not a whole lot of competition. Roblox just isn't that competitive. But at one point, Shinobi Life 2 was like the best Naruto game that you could ever ask for. I mean, genuinely, it was great. I feel like now it's just gotten too watered down. Tailed spirits are nothing. It's like it's Naruto based where there's villages and stuff. There's villages in the game. Everything's Naruto based, basically. I mean, look at these scrolls. The main title screen has Naruto. I mean, literally everything screams Naruto. But it's not a Naruto game. Like, I don't know, it's like they're not embracing what the game should be going for. If it was going to be a Naruto game, they really should have embraced that and went more for the Naruto side of things, and then tried to make the game more advanced where there's more raids and stuff to do. Instead, they kind of branched off from that, and now it's barely Naruto. It's like Naruto and 1,000 friends. It's so confusing. And then, like I said, the updates are really never that exciting. It's just another new bloodline that they've thrown out. There's nothing that's actually changing the core gameplay to make me want to play more. I don't know. I'm not like a huge fan of Rell because it always seemed like they kind of had an ego. I'm not saying they're bad people, but it just seems like they've always had a bit of an ego. They always say that they're the best developers on Roblox. They always brag about how they are just the best when the game is literally dying day by day. Yeah, the game used to be really good, but it's like I don't think they see the game from a player's perspective. They only see it from a developer's perspective, which is good because they're developers, but it's like without actually playing the game and knowing how it is, how are you going to develop it to be a great game? You know, like if you don't know what the fans want, how are you going to do it? You can add all these cool concepts and stuff, but it's like it doesn't actually make for a good game. That's what I'm getting at here. It's just not, it's not there in my opinion. Like once you get to the late game, which is pretty easy to do, they've made it super easy these days. It's gotten easier and easier. Once you get to the late game, there's really no reason to play. The game is basically just get max level, get a Tailed Spirit or a couple bloodlines that you want, you win. And then you can PvP people. And they've made it easier and easier to do that. There's really no challenge, and there's just... I don't know. Rell games has kind of frustrated me on Shindo, where it's just like, I wish that they... It's almost like they don't have a passion for making this game, like, super good. I don't know what it is, man. Like, they put out constant updates, but the game is just not progressing. It's like, it's getting updates, but the game is actually degressing than progressing. You know, it's not making its way forward. I've said this forever, but they're never going to actually see my video. I've said this so many times where it's like, I wish I could play Shindo and enjoy it, but there's just nothing to do. Like, what am I going to do, dungeons or something? It's just no point. There's no point at all. That's why I've said I have a ton of ideas for how they could change this game up and make people want to log on more. They have one of the biggest communities in Roblox. Literally, Shindo Life has one of the biggest fan bases on Roblox. And if they did things right, this game would still be at least 60, 70k players. But it's just, there's no reason to play. I want to play, dude. I play games on Roblox. I play anime adventures. I just don't care about Shindo anymore. And I could literally, on my Noob to Pro account, if I really tried, I could be completely maxed out in like a day. Maybe less if I had friends. But I just don't see the point anymore, you know? And that's why most people are quitting. There's just nothing to do. People are frustrated. And then they've made the PvP worse. I don't think they intended for that, but it's just like things have gotten just annoying. And now there's other games coming out, and people are just ready to try out something new. I hope that Rell can maybe salvage Shindo, but I highly doubt it. And they've been working on Rell C, so that's probably going to be their next big thing. They'll probably just dump Shindo and then start working on Rell C's. It'll blow up for a while, and then maybe the same thing will happen to Rell C's, unless it gets copyrighted. We'll see. All I know is I don't know how much longer I'll be on Shindo. I don't hate Shindo. I like it. I don't think it's going to be able to survive because of the choices Rell Games has made. I don't think it's going to be able to really survive at all. But I am thankful for what it's given me. It's given me a good community and a good time, and I really hope that it doesn't die like this. I hope that maybe they can just fix things and stuff will be fun again. But I don't know. It hasn't happened in the last couple of years. I don't know if it's going to happen now. So we'll see. But that's all the codes, and I just want to talk about where the channel's going next, and that's my thoughts on everything. I don't hate Rell Games, just to put that out there. I just feel like they're making mistakes, and no one's able to really tell them. They just don't take criticism that well. That's about all I can say, and I don't know what a developer's like, but I know what a fan looks like. I know how it feels to be a player. And trust me, I know how it feels to be a player. I'm a literal YouTuber. I do this as my job. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and tell me what your thoughts are on this update. You don't have to completely agree with me. Just leave it in the comments. I just want to hear what you guys think. That's going to be it for this video. Future Timmy, signing off.